If giving feedback is something you're struggling with as an engineering manager, here's a simple and effective framework that will help you out. It's called the BIO framework. B stands for behavior, I stands for impact, and O stands for options. This framework prescribes a certain structure to the conversation. First of all, you're going to speak about the behavior that took place. It's a situation, something they did, something they said, etc. I stands for impact, the observed impact that the situation had on other people, on the team, on the environment. And O stands for options. This is where you give the engineer space to think about what could they have done better. To give you an example, you sent an email last Friday to the entire list of shareholders, and the email said that we're going to decommission the database and they have to move over by April. All of these stakeholders were knocking on my door first thing Monday morning. They were unsure what to do, scared, confused. What did I just do? I emphasized the behavior factually, precisely. What did you do? You sent an email. When did you do it? Last Friday. What was in the email? We're going to do this, this, and that. The impact. This is where I mentioned the stakeholders and how they reacted to this and how they felt. And the pressure I received as an engineering manager of this team as a result of that. In my experience, it's best to approach impact in the following way. It's either measurable, so numbers, delays, etc., or it's an I statement about you, about how it made you feel. Either of those two works. If they argue with those facts, that is really weird. That probably means they're not a cultural fit, not fit for the team, etc. It means it needs way more work than just this little feedback session. But let's say they agree. They say, yes, this is what happened. My bad. This is where you usually see when the feedback lands, this kind of situation triggers an ego check, and people usually get red in the face. I see that a lot. This is where you give the person some space to figure out the options. You only move into options if the person acknowledges both the behavior that took place and the impact. This is where you give the person some space to figure out the options. This is usually achieved by asking an open question. For example, if that situation were to occur again, what would you have done differently? And they could say something like, this is a big decision. I probably should have, first of all, not made it myself, but should have consulted with the stakeholders, assembled the team, made sure there is consensus. I shouldn't have called a specific timeline. How did I pick that? Probably internal infrastructure considerations, which business people have no knowledge about and no interest in whatsoever. Options should come from the person you're having a conversation with, from the engineer. It's been my experience that if an option for the behavioral change is external, people are less likely, way less likely to follow through with that. But if they own it, if it's theirs, it's a part of their personality, then that's already a seed that'll grow into something. Always give them a shot at coming up with good options. Even if they cannot do it on the spot, give them some time. There is a ton of nuance to all of this. It only sounds simple, actually isn't. So I made a chat bot specifically for you. I'm going to drop it down in the comments. You will check it out. It will grill you. It will coach you on the specific technique so you can take your feedback to the next level. There are also a ton of common mistakes that engineering managers make delivering feedback, which I have collected in this video right here. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.